Yeah, I'm God for real. God Almighty, you divine for real Allah. And this is my story. My life has been a whole 360 after gun violence. I went from being a little kid, feeling safe, riding bikes through the same neighborhood, feel like nothing can happen to me, to driving everywhere. I ain't even walking to the store. I'm not even finna use the bathroom without my gun. When I'm cooking, my gun is on top of the refrigerator. So the way that it affected me physically, I'm permanently handicapped. I got permanent injuries, got mental handicaps. I have PTSD, anxiety, depression. It was June 18th of 2021. It was about like 11, at night. I remember it was very hot during the day, so I was waiting to take the dog out for a walk to cool off. And so ended up getting the dog. We get halfway, a block away from the house. I'm walking in the middle of the street. It was super dark. I didn't even see nobody outside. I hear somebody say, "Oh, watch out, he on the side of that green truck." And so I normally be minding my business. I looked over to the side. I seen that I'm on the side of a green truck. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm finna go on back to the house. And so as I turned around to go to the back of the house, the dude told me to stop walking. And I'm like, no, I'm not finna stop walking. It's 11 at night. Nobody can see me. I can't even see you. I'm not finna be stepping into no darkness. What, so you just kill me? What, no. So I started walking and they kept shooting, or they started shooting when I kept walking and I didn't freeze. As I'm trying to run, I'm tripping over my own leg because it's broken, like all the way up at the hip. I got shot, like all the way up at the hip. All I had was this much bone left when I got shot. And then the last thing, when I tried to take another stride, I seen that my leg didn't even move and blood just gushed out of my leg. And that's when I realized how much I was bleeding. And so I was like, you know what? If I keep running, I'm probably gonna kill myself by just bleeding out by keeping running. So I'm just gonna just lay down right here. And so I just ended up laying down on the sidewalk. I got shot twice after laying down. I got shot in my back. Got shot in my back right here. When I laid down, I was on the ground. I got shot in my back right here when I was laying down. And then I got shot in my leg when I was laying down. I see my leg just fly across when it gets shot, because it was already broke at the hip. So my leg just moved any old kind of way, you know? And then when they kept shooting, I said, bro, are y'all serious? Like at first I was asking for mercy, but now I'm like very, very angry. I'm looking at my body. I'm thinking about my mom, my family, how hurt they gonna be because these people done killed me, you know? And so, yep, I was really mad that night. So I would think that it sounds crazy, but I would think that exposure to firearms and guns earlier in life, letting children see what these things do way earlier in life so that they can have some type of respect for how fragile life is. Because I learned about like the destructive force of a gun when I was very young. And I think that people don't really understand and make a real connection between reality and the real actual destructive force of a gun. Because when you actually pull the trigger, you can't take it back. And I think a whole bunch of people who done pulled that trigger probably would take it back if they knew how destructive it was and if they knew how much it was gonna affect their life. A lot of the reasons people turn to crime and violence, not the only reason, but the reasons I observed from being a youth, is lack of education. When people feel like they're gonna fail or be a failure, they're not even gonna try. Like go up to a little kid and be like, every time you do something bad, I'm gonna take away 5 minutes. They just gonna keep doing stuff bad. They don't even think about the fact that they're doing stuff good and earning the good stuff. They just are gonna think about the bad stuff and the negativity and stuff like that. So we just gotta figure out, I would say, get more focused on the youth, get more focused on activities and opportunities for the youth in our areas. Cause like the older people, I might not be able to save the older people, but the youth, we at least wanna give them a chance before they get eaten up by the streets.